Here's a brief background of Sylvia Plath. She was born in Boston, Massachusetts on 27 October 1932. Her father, Otto Plath, was a German entomologist and a professor of biology at Boston University, who authored a book about bumblebees, while her mother, Aurelia Plath, was a first-generation American. She was pursuing her master's degree in teaching when she met her husband. Plath was an ambitious and accomplished young lady. At the age of 8, she published her first poem in the Boston Herald, and later on, her poems were featured in regional magazines and newspapers such as The New Yorker, The Atlantic Monthly, and Harper's Bazaar. At the age of 11, she won an award for her paintings from the Scholastic Art and Writing Awards. Just after her graduation from Bradford High School in 1950, she had her first national publication in the Christian Science Monitor. She then attended the University of Cambridge. In 1953, she did an internship at Mademoiselle's magazines during the summer. The experience marked a turning point in her life, was also an inspiration for her novel The Bell Jar. After returning home to Boston, she spiraled into depression and attempted suicide on 24 August 1953 by taking her mother's sleeping pills. However, she survived. She was treated with electroconvulsive therapy and institutionalized for some time, but returned to school and graduated with honors. In 1956, she married fellow poet Ted Hughes. She taught at Smith College when they were in England. However, she felt that it was difficult for her to write and teach at the same time. They then went back to Boston, and she took a job as a receptionist in the psychiatric unit of Massachusetts General Hospital. At that time, she was encouraged by Robert Lowell to write from her experience, and she also discussed her suicide attempts with Anne Sexton, who then led her to write from a female perspective. The couple traveled across Canada and US, then moved back to England in 1959. A year later, she gave birth to her daughter Frieda and published the Colossus on the other poems. Then 2 years later, Nicholas was born. In 1962, Plath discovered Ted's affair with a married woman, Asia Esther Wevel. Sylvia Plath and Ted Hughes separated in September 1962. In February 1963, a month after The Bell Jar was published, Plath committed suicide by placing her head in the oven with the gas turned on. She was 30. She was best known for Ariel, a collection of poems written in months before her death. In 1982, she won a posthumous Pulitzer Prize for the collected poems.